Hey, hello. Um, over the last weeks, I was asked a lot of times from friends or colleagues or clients, how is it to be 60? And I never had an answer to that because I never thought about it. But then I took some time to think about it because when you are asked that way, maybe you appear old or I don't know, whatever. And I realized behind that question, how is it to be 60, is something like, it's like an addition. It's like, how is it to be old, or to become old? And with this becoming old, we immediately think of the last years and we have that picture or that scenario in our mind that we are depending on other people, that we need help, that we need assistance, that we maybe live in an elderly home, and we think about dying. And I realized when I'm together with friends, especially with friends who are more or less in the same age, somehow the conversation always leads to that point. How do we feel? Who has which pain? How is it to be old? And when we talk about, yeah, we experience with our parents, they're getting older and dying. And that was a process, but we have this last scenario in our mind, and we only think about this. And then when I ask, and I always ask that, okay, we can talk about what happens when we are in this stage of life. Even we have no idea if we ever come to that. But my question would always be, how do we live till then? What are we doing now while we are happy, we are comfortable, we are healthy enough to do things? I mean, we never know when we will die. I can die today or tomorrow. When I made a plan for when I'm 85 or 90, and it's gone. And yeah, so when you ask me how is it to be 60, I only can answer how is it for me, because everyone is different because of his past or her past, and how we made decision in our life. I mean, when I look back into these 60 years, and this is the body of 60 years of my 60 years, this is the body of all the decisions I made, all the wrinkles I have. I mean, somehow it's genetic, but all the wrinkles I have, the weight I have on my hips, everything is a result of the decisions I made in my life. And I don't feel old. I don't do. I feel younger than ever. And it's such an amazing age. Well, not age. I want to come back, get out of this thinking in numbers. It's such an amazing time in my life. And I remember last year I was so excited to turn 60 because I had this idea of, oh my God, when I'm 60, then a period of years come up where I'm free of everything and I can do whatever I want. But to be honest, I could have done this all my life. I mean, yeah, there are certain circumstances when you have family and kids and you can't go, you think you can't do whatever you want because these life conditions, the social conditions. Kids have to go to school, and then they have to learn something, and you have to make money, you have to make career. And especially me as a woman born in the 60s, I want to show and I want to take all the opportunities to be a mother, to be a wife, to make career, to have everything, all the opportunities I had that the generations before hadn't. So I wanted to pick up everything, and I was stressed out by all that. Yes, of course. But I had a great life. I traveled a lot around the world. I have great kids. I felt in love. I had the beautiful chance to be together with two soulmates for a certain time. We shared some years together, and then I was divorced, and then I found another soulmate, and we shared 20 years together. So, I mean, all that. And if I look at it, everything that happened in my life happened because it was my decision. I made decisions. I made the decision to have kids. I made the decision to make career. I made the decision to divorce, and then I made the decision to find another person, and all these little decisions, but the big as well. So being 60 is, in my life, a combination. If I need to describe it, it's a combination from the 5-year-old Petra and the 20-year-old Petra, in the body and living with the body and the soul and the mind of a very well developed 60-year-old woman. What does that mean? I love that I'm smart enough to make great decisions, that I have a beautiful soul. I love my body, and I enjoy everything I can. And I enjoy it like that 5-year-old little girl. That was a funny girl. She wasn't happy all the time, but she was funny. And she was deep too. But the main thing is that she always did what she wanted to do. And that, for example, friends were very important for her. And that she always steps a little further, like the boundaries. And that's something that is me. There are boundaries, and I'm stretching them or changing them. And then there was that 20-year-old young woman, left home, was living her own life for the first time, studying and, oh my God, enjoying every day. And I felt free. I felt free with 20, doing whatever I wanted to do. And then life came, and I made all these experiences in my life. And I made good decisions and less good decisions in my life. But every decision made me the woman I am today. And oh my God, I'm really living what I want to live. I don't have to prove anything anymore to nobody, but especially not to me. I'm having I created my own job that I love. I really love what I'm doing, and I enjoy the people I surrounded myself with. I love my friends, I love my family, and I made great decisions. And I hope, and no, I'm not hoping, I'm sure I will make more great decisions for my life. So I'm living what I always wanted to live. For some people, it takes 60 years to do that. It's not that I didn't do before, but what I'm living now is really what I always wanted to live. And I see, and that's the main thing in with the people that come to my coaching, they are not happy with the life they are living. And I always say to them, you're never too old, and it's never too late. And I'm looking forward. Yes, it's the last big chapter in life. But if I look back the last 30 years, oh my God, there was so much development, so much change in society and science and whatever. We have no idea. When I turn 90, maybe that's young. Maybe then people live to 120. I'm not sure if I want that, but we never know what's happening. So why should I care about what is in 30 years? I'm living now, and I try to give people who come to my coaching who are mostly struggling with the gap between what they are living and what they want to live. I give them the space to really find out what they want and what they can change and how they can change. And it's not, I didn't read it in a book. I didn't study it. Yeah, of course I studied things, but I experienced it on my own, and that's something so beautiful and so valuable, to work with people that you can say, okay, look, I did it that way. This is an example. How would you like to do it? And I enjoy being 60. And I'm not afraid to get older, because I think every single year is a gift to explore more, to enjoy, to live whatever I want to live, to travel, to be with people, to make new friends, to fall in love again, to make tons of money or no money. I don't care, because I don't care. I have some ideas. I have a vision how I want to live, and that's what I'm holding on. And it's not that I'm holding on, oh, my body will fall apart sooner or later. Yeah, that's natural. But till then, I'm gonna live. And as Elke Heidenreich, a beautiful author that I adore since years, an amazing woman, she said, it's not important how old you are, but how you are old. And with that, I leave you. And it doesn't matter if you're watching this when you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's important how you are old and not how old you are. So enjoy your life. Take responsibility, and if you need some support, contact me and we will see how I can support you. Love you and see you soon.